Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name's Mugambi Eric. I'm the founder and the CEO of Muthara School of Mixed Martial Arts and Self-Defense for All, and the Eastern Region Coordinator of Lfne company, which is headed by our President, Mr. Stephen Omwenga. First of all, I start by welcoming you to Meru County, Muthara region, at Muthara Primary School, where the event of Lfne4 will take place on July 10th. It will be on Saturday, so you are all welcome. So my point about Muthara School of Mixed Martial Arts, we started on 2019 August. So we are the only school of mixed martial arts around here in the Eastern region. So on 2020 we came up and met with the Lfne management via the Facebook. So we discussed a lot and arranged a meeting. Then we met and we saw it's a good deal that we collaborate with the Lfne company, and that's how we came up with the partnership with the Lfne company. And from Muthara we produced 5 fighters, and we are happy about that. Feel welcomed at Muthara, Meru County, here at Muthara Primary School. And this is where, again, I remind you, the place where the Lfne4 will take place. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Omwenga. I'm the president Lfne Championship, and I want to really thank Mr. Mugambi for hosting us today here. And Lfne we started way back last year around November. So it's been a journey that we've been working with our fighters. We started in Nairobi. We've already held 3 events. Lfne 1 was fairly not very much attended, but we got fans and we started it. We got encouragement, and this Lfne 2 came to meet our expectation, and it went beyond what we expected. We held a successful event in March, and we planned for our Lfne 3, which was to be held on 15th of May at KU, but that was not to happen because of the COVID restrictions and the lockdowns. But then immediately after the lockdown was lifted, we went back to Kayole and did our Lfne 3, which was an indoor and fighters and coordinators event plus the coaches, where we recruited a few more fighters who are going to feature prominently in the upcoming Lfne 4 here in Muthara. So today we are on the ground. We came to check and ensure that the venue was favorable for us, and from what we've seen, we are really excited, and we like the fact that we are now venturing outside Nairobi. We are going into counties, as we had earlier promised. When we started initially, we had put the notice across that Lfne is going to be a national-wide sport, and mixed martial arts in the country being like a sport that is new. We are really going to promote this sport to ensure that it reaches all the 47 counties. Meru is our first stop after Nairobi. Then as time goes by, we'll keep announcing where we are headed to. So for today, we basically want to make it official. Lfne 4 is going down 10 July. Guys, stay tuned. We are most welcome here in Muthara. We'll make sure that the fighters give you a good show. The show is going to be very exciting, and for the first time, we are going to have an international coverage. All those we've arranged with our partners who are international partners who have come on board. They're called Cage Gladiators from Ireland. They have given us a platform. We are going to showcase our fighters to the world. We are going to be live on PPV, on IOSA TV, which is also going to be part of the announcement which is going to take our fighters out there. This is a privilege that we cannot miss. For a very long time in Kenya, we've not had our fighters showcase their talent and use their talent as a career. Lfne has come to transform that. We are giving the fighters the platform they so much desire. And as we keep going forward, we are going to bring on board so many partners who are going to ensure that LFNE moves forward. Our first partnership was with the KUTV, who are our media partners, and I really appreciate what KUTV did for us, and that goes to very much, it's the effort of the entire team of KUTV, led by their able director, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, and welcome on 10th of July. Make sure you stay tuned and ensure that everything goes smooth, and cheer your fighters, adopt your fighters. That is a progress that we will continue. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mugambi, Steve. Um, your initiative has brought us to the east. I think we're very happy to partner with Lfne once again. I think this is in line with our objective, what we've always said about KUTV being the home of sport. We are very happy to actually to have come to these grounds because, you know, we are from KU. KU is where these youngsters end up when they finish here and then go to secondary school. They should be looking forward to come to us. And this being one of the organs of KU that is about outreach, community outreach, filling a gap about televising our national and local sports. This is another move that we've made. We've kept the promise, albeit with the COVID-19 and the hard situations that are there in the urban centers. Maybe thanks to COVID, because Muthara was opened for us and we discovered that we have talent here too. So we are really looking forward to more partnerships like these on the grassroots, not just for fighting, but other things. But for now, the business is Lfne, MMA, and we want the youngsters from this region to also start thinking big about themselves, so that if they are very enterprising and vibrant, we can come all the way from the city. We don't have to have everything happen in the city. The roads are good. Everywhere in this country now you can travel. I think when we came to Muthara, we could see that everything is there's access. So we are hoping that after these fighters are exposed, we can have even bigger events, even in the urban center in Meru, and we are looking very much forward to that. And then the international partnerships. So if this one goes well, we can even have number 5 in the region. Who says we cannot do that? So for me, is to big up to the fighters, gear up and show people in the city that you also have something to give. So thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Calvin Souma, overall coordinator LFNE. Okay, today I will not say much because a lot has been said by our president. But what I can assure you is that we are very much ready on July 10th. We are very much ready. And once again, Mr. Mugambi, thank you very much for allowing us to come to this place. We are very happy and as we all can see, the venue is okay. I don't see much to do about it. So the game is on. We are just waiting for the day, July 10th, 2021. Thank you very much.
So thank you. So we have our 2 fighters who are currently based here in Meru. We have Samuel Kalawa. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So about the preparations, they are well on point. Based on first of all the security. We have our Fred and who is in charge of here the OCS, the deputy OCS. They are on their way coming. So the security part is it's well maintained. So about the venue, we are working closely with the headmaster of the school. Everything is on point also. The teachers, the students, how we should control the crowd. Everything is it's in place. So I think there's nothing to worry about the event on July 10th. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, yes, since Lfne 2, we've really gotten quite some media attention. First off, when we finalized with the event on 13th of March, I received calls from KTN where I went for the interview, and I did give a detailed analysis of the event, how it was, and the success factor from what, because it went beyond our expectations. And of course, I stated very clearly, Lfne is here to actually come up and put structure and credence to the sport. Mixed martial arts in Kenya is now with us. We are not going to let this down, and we are going to make sure that our fighters are going to be international fighters. That's why we are talking to, even it has attracted even international attention. We are getting partners from offshore who are actually coming only to support these fighters. We want to ensure that our fighters are recognized. We want to be the likes of Kamaru Usman, who is Nigerian. We want to be the likes of Israel Adesanya, Nigerian, Francis Ngannou. Those are three giants, African giants, who are champions in the UFC. Now, the next time we want to have our own fighters, names that we know, Kiriki, we want him to be the champion. Yeah, Odino, William Odino, we want him to be the lightweight champion. He's a good guy. He's a knockout guy. We want this guy to take his push to the world so that he can be seen. All our champions, we have serious bantamweight ladies. Those ladies, the Iron Leg, the Young Queen, all those ladies are real good fighters. And just to mention a few things here and there on about the preparations, you had asked the Eastern Region Coordinator. The preparations as far as Lfne side is concerned, not only on the ground, what we've done is we've put our fighters in training for the past 4 weeks. They've been cracking their heads, they've been training hard. The Meru guys have been putting extra time. This will be their first time to get into an octagon cage, which is a big advantage in not only in Kenya but East and Central Africa. I can tell you, it's a great privilege to have a cage in Kenya, and these fighters really enjoy themselves in the cage. Yes. Yes. Well, at the moment, what we are doing is we send invitations for them to come and attend to our event. As I said, mixed martial arts is a new concept in Kenya. So everybody is doing the wait and see kind of approach. But if they come on board and they want to support us in whatever way, we welcome them because we are in their backyard. We've put our invitation out there. We want to invite their county sports director so to come and grace the occasion, and we'll really appreciate, especially now that we are all playing a common role here, from the objectives of KUTV as a TV station, Lfne, Muthara School of Mixed Martial Arts, our international partners, Cage Gladiators. We are looking at the youth. How do we grow this talent? Fighting talent has been neglected in Kenya for a very long time. We cannot all go and fight at the Olympics. There are very few slots. That's how Lfne came up. So we definitely want to grow the youth in their backyard in Meru County. This is our first stop from the Nairobi. So we definitely welcome them to come and give us any kind of support they want, and we really want to make this event an African affair, a Kenyan affair, and of course we want to be seen to the world. Yes.
Thank you for that. We are looking to do particularly collegiate sports. And you know, sports in college, you have different types of sports. So anything that you know goes to the Olympics and more, we'll do that. We are very happy that Lfne has brought us these Saturday afternoon live events because, you know, the fighting in the octagon is capturable very well. In fact, we are also looking to do karate because this is already an organized sport. So teams out there and organizations that have these type of events or tournaments happening, we would wish for them to come on board, and then we do this. And boxing also has the professional side, but it also has the amateur side. I really would wish that we participate in that because having a regular tournament like the Golden Gloves can be a very good thing for, you know, our youngsters leading up to the Olympics, because it's always unfortunate, and I think Steve has mentioned it. It appears that our teams are only supported briefly just before major world tournaments like the Olympics. It should not happen. I always say, for me, it's unforgivable that every Saturday we have to tune in to watch foreign sport all the time. Nothing wrong with that, but at the same time we should have our own sport being screened, and this is where KUTV is coming to fill that gap, because that gap really exists. So we want to cover athletics, we want to cover football. In fact, at one time we had promised whatever is indigenous in a region, for example, people in Muthara or people in the Meru region, probably there's something they do very well in. We want to discover what that is. If we go to Kajiado, maybe they do mkuki very well. You know, they can throw the javelin. We go to Western, maybe they can do wrestling. I don't know why we are not doing canoeing in Nyanza. You know, we have the lake. So those are the types of things we are looking. We are looking at anything and everything that people participate in, and we can screen it, and we expect interest. So, yeah. Oh yes, we are open to sponsorship. In fact, we even put out a call during Lfne 2 to the ministry, because we know oftentimes there's a budget, but probably that budget, if not directed well, you know, it never brings out the best out of what could come out of it. So the beginning, even with this event, anyone who want to partner with us in media, they can begin by tapping in whatever we'll be screening that day for a small fee. We share. Then you get good content. Other partnerships can be like co-productions when we have something big. If we have this like a national East African event for Lfne maybe 7, where you have Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, and some of the big boys in TV and radio, for example, want to come on board, we can partner and figure out how we share, whether it's the content for profit, things like that. At the university level, I think we are calling now for partners, and actually this is a call because of the dreams we've had. If COVID were not happening the way it is, we had planned to start the league, because there's already a collegiate league that goes. We want to cover those games. If it's volleyball, we follow until the finals. If it's football, we follow until the finals. So that the way we have the national, the KPA, for example, that grand tournament, that grand final, we should be having our grand finals for college events. This is big elsewhere in the world. And if we are able to do this with the support of the universities, because they have directorates of sports, then we will make our youngsters shine, and they will be, scouted for, and they get benefits out of their talent. So universities, wherever you are, you want to have your sports covered, call us. We do live events. We have other partnerships if you want. We cover graduation. So this is a press brief by us, which is live, and we can go anywhere because the equipment is light and now it's digital. So call us and we'll be there in a flash.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Yes, I think Nairobi fighters are more than ready. we have the likes of Wafula, and I think we have Andere, Stephen Wechuli, who will face, if I'm not wrong, Samuel. Yeah, the killer. Yeah. On 9th. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, we've been into training for quite some times, and they are doing well. And every time after training, we talk, and I told them all they need to know about next event. So I think they are very much ready, and they will do well. Yeah. Yeah.
So, so thank you. Fighters from Meru are more than ready. I can assure you that. We have the likes of Jackson Kireke, Lena Kinya, and Moses Gedenji, Samuel Kalawa. So these guys are very ready. We have much training. We have been training all the way through. Yeah, no doubts whatsoever. No doubts. All of them. All of them. Yeah. Currently, the belts are not on the side of Meru guys. Yeah, but I hope on Lfne 5, the belt should remain in Meru. I mean, it will come in Meru, both belts, the ladies and the men. Yeah, these guys are very dangerous. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I welcome all the Meru people. I've reached some of them. I mean, most of them, but I am expecting a lot of people. I've got a lot of support from people, and I welcome everyone on board. Let's come and witness this big event of Lfne 4. Yeah.
Okay, one pressing issue. Yeah, he has said we that this time the belt is not on their side. We basically, as a LFNE, did that more to say deliberately because we are introducing these guys to the cage. The Nairobi fighters, I know our coordinators said these guys are very dangerous, but our Nairobi fighters have tested the cage. They have the confidence. So we need to establish the confidence among the Meru fighters. Let's let them like showcase exactly what they got because we have I don't know if to dangerous is understatement, but Nairobi ones they will skin you alive. So to say that's what to say. But I'm hoping to have a good event during that day, and of course as we go forward, make sure you adapt your favorite fighters. The procedure for adapting a fighter is very simple. Send any amount to pay bill number 4045269. The account name, put the fighter's name. For example, if you want to adapt Jackson Kiriki, make sure you send any amount to pay bill number 4045269, then account put Kiriki. You will ensure that you keep Kiriki in training. Going forward, LFN is going to ensure that these guys make a career out of their talent. That is our objective going forward. Thank you. Yes. Okay, thanks for that. As you can see, yes, LFNE, one of our strategies is actually to ensure that we reach out to as many fans as possible. One way of doing that is we've come up with our merchandise, which you can see displayed here. So if you're in Meru and you want to get any of the LFNE merchandise, starting from the cups, the coordinator header cup, which you can see there, umbrellas, water bottles, mugs, and when the fighter come here, you will see that we'll get the tracksuits. Contact our Eastern Region Coordinator, Mr. Mugambi, is readily available. anytime you want to reach him, you can always reach him through his number, and he will share that information in due course so that you can reach him and get. For those who want to get any kind of merchandise, just contact him. Or the other easy procedure is all this go to our Facebook page, Lfne Championship, and all our merchandise are displayed there, plus the pricing and the details are all there. If you're on Instagram, Lfne Championship. If you're on Twitter, Lfne Championship. So all those ones are our social media. The contact is there, the number is there, the pay bill number is there. When you want to pay directly, then your merchandise will be delivered within the shortest time possible upon order and upon payment. Yes. 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 Uh, well, hammer basically it's not heavyweight; it's a light heavy. So and hammer is a dangerous man, so to say. He's a serious fighter. Nobody wants to face him. But I'm hoping in the next few weeks we are going to be able to get one ready fighter. The fighters we are getting, we got a fighter from Uganda, but we understand what's going on in Uganda at the moment. Uganda is totally on lockdown for the next 42 days, so we are not going to be able to get somebody from there. So then we are also talking to our other local clubs, but we are unable to reach an agreement yet. But as we speak, we are looking forward to getting Hammer a fighter. But as we speak, nobody really wants to face the Hammer man. If you're out there, if you're in Meru and you want to face the Hammer, come and face him, come and challenge him. It's a serious, but make sure you're ready, because we don't want him to. We don't want to carry out of this place in an ambulance because you want to prove a point. No, don't come to prove a point. Come prepared, and we will not just give you that event. If we are not able to get a fighter right now, we will crown him as an undisputed champion for lightweight category under LFNE championship. Yes, thank you.
Well, just a recall on partnerships. I really mean this because, for instance, local TV stations here. I think we can start a discussion. They can. There was a discussion on tapping in the content for that day. That is something we would wish they would participate in, because their home youngsters are doing this event, and it will give a wide reach coverage when they are covered locally. So I wanted to remind them to do that, because it's important for all of us. Yeah.
So thank you. We have two fighters on board now. We have Samuel Kalawa, the killer. We have Jackson Kireke, the ego. Come over. Yeah, sure. The tickets are already on the ground. We have the 300 for the under 18. We have 500 for the regular and the 1,000 for the VIPs. The tickets are readily available in our area, Murere area here in Muthara. Murere is the town of Muthara. So you can reach me out via my Facebook accounts. That is General Mugambi Eric, or call me on 0757077242. Then we can arrange how you can get the ticket. Yeah. Yeah, the first fighter here is Samuel Kalawa, the killer. Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kalawa Samuel, the killer, fighter from Muthara School of Mixed Martial Arts and Self-Defense for All. Yes, I'm 23 years old. I am a student at Karumo Training Institute. I'm also very ready and more than ready. I'm ready to challenge them and show them I'm playing in my home ground. Yeah, mixed martial arts entails all of them, but I'm very dangerous when it comes to judo. I have not met my opponent, but I'm very sure I will overdo him. Yeah, for those that are willing to support me, I'm ready to be supported. You can support me even via our school. You can, for more information, you can follow Muthara School of Mixed Martial Arts and Self Defense for All. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the other one anaitwa Jackson Eigo mwenyewe.
Yeah, yeah, naitwa Igo. Yeah, naitwa Igo. Igo, I like that nini, that mnyama tunampenda kabisa. Eh, yeah. For now, kwa mimi nimefanya ka kikitu 2 years. 2 years, yeah. Eh, yeah. Namfeel kabisa. Eh? Hiyo siku itakuwa mbaya tu kwake. Akuja kama amejipanga. Eh. Mm, June, I think you can. Yes, sijasikia vizuri. Light, but I think ni bottom weight, yeah. Naweza nisupporti tu kwa nini Muthara kwa School of Mixed Martial Arts and Self Defense for All.
Yeah, thank you. So to catch up with us, you can follow us on Facebook at Muthara School of Mixed Martial Arts and Self-Defense for All, or the Lfne Championship on Facebook. Also, you can watch our videos. The Lfne has all our videos now and then, so you can see how prepared we are through those videos. And the preparations on the ground also are tight. We were waiting for our OCS and our deputy OCS. I know they are coming anytime. They will be here. The assistance of the school management also. I think everything is on point. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure. I ask all our fans that wajitokeze hiyo siku. Itakuwa siku kubwa sana. We are taking over Meru. Lfne is taking over Meru. Come and see what you have never seen again. The UFC of Europe is here now as Lfne. Welcome all and enjoy. Thank you very much.